Microsoft has fired 2 employees who interrupted the company's 50th anniversary celebration to protest its work supplying artificial intelligence technology to the Israeli military, according to a group representing the workers. Microsoft accused one of the workers in a termination letter Monday of misconduct designed to gain notoriety and cause maximum disruption to this highly anticipated event. Microsoft says the other worker had already announced her resignation, but on Monday it ordered her to leave 5 days early. The protests began Friday when Microsoft software engineer Ibtihul Abusad walked up toward a stage where an executive was announcing new product features and a long-term vision for Microsoft's AI ambitions. "You claim that you care about using AI for good, but Microsoft sells AI weapons to the Israeli military," Abusad shouted at Microsoft AI CEO Mustafa Suleyman. 50,000 people have died and Microsoft powers this genocide in our region. The protest forced Suleyman to pause his talk while it was being live-streamed from Microsoft's campus in Redmond, Washington. Among the participants at the 50th anniversary of Microsoft's founding were co-founder Bill Gates and former CEO Steve Ballmer. Microsoft said Suleyman calmly tried to de-escalate the situation. "Thank you for your protest, I hear you," he said. Abusad continued, shouting that Suleyman and all of Microsoft had blood on their hands. She also threw onto the stage a keffiyeh scarf, which has become a symbol of support for Palestinian people, before being escorted out of the event. A second protester, Microsoft employee Vinaya Agrawal, interrupted a later part of the event. Abusad, based at Microsoft's Canadian headquarters in Toronto, was invited on Monday to a call with a human resources representative at which she was told she was being fired immediately, according to the advocacy group No Azure for Apartheid, which has protested the sale of Microsoft's Azure cloud computing platform to Israel. An investigation by the Associated Press revealed earlier this year that AI models from Microsoft and OpenAI had been used as part of an Israeli military program to select bombing targets during the recent wars in Gaza and Lebanon. The story also contained details of an Israeli airstrike in 2023 that struck a vehicle carrying members of a Lebanese family, killing 3 young girls and their grandmother. In its termination letter, Microsoft told Abusad she could have raised her concerns confidentially with a manager. Instead, it said she made hostile, unprovoked, and highly inappropriate accusations against Suleyman and the company and that her conduct was so aggressive and disruptive that you had to be escorted out of the room by security. Agrawal had already given her 2 weeks' notice and was preparing to leave the company on April 11, but on Monday, a manager emailed that Microsoft has decided to make your resignation immediately effective today. It was the most public, but not the first protest over Microsoft's work with Israel. In February, 5 Microsoft employees were ejected from a meeting with CEO Satya Nadella for protesting the contracts. "We provide many avenues for all voices to be heard," said a statement from the company Friday. "Importantly, we ask that this be done in a way that does not cause a business disruption. If that happens, we ask participants to relocate. We are committed to ensuring our business practices uphold the highest standards." Microsoft had declined to say Friday whether it was taking further action, but Abusad and Agrawal expected it was coming after both lost access to their work accounts shortly after the protest. Dozens of Google workers were fired last year after internal protests over a contract it also has with the Israeli government. Employee sit-ins at Google offices in New York and Sunnyvale, California, targeted a $1.2 billion deal known as Project Nimbus, providing AI technology to the Israeli government. The Google workers later filed a complaint with the National Labor Relations Board in an attempt to get their jobs back.